The early morning sky shines majestically above the Chobe River, the famous African river in the northeast of Botswana. The Chobe River is one of the most important tributaries of the Zambesi, that just a few kilometres from here flows into the famous Victoria Falls. The source of the 1,500-kilometre-long river is situated in the highlands of Angola. The river is named according to the language of the local inhabitants that live along its course. The river, which is also known as the Cuando or Linyanti, also acts as a natural frontier for the 4 neighbouring countries of Botswana, Namibia, Zambia and Zimbabwe. The Chobe River is surrounded by moist savanna, in which several African animals live in an ideal habitat. The African buffalo is a common sight. The African buffalo lives in a herd that inhabits a single area for several years. Throughout its life, it travels the same time-honoured trails. The hippopotamus is another weighty inhabitant of the Chobe River. The adult can weigh between 2,700 and 4,500 kilograms and favours slow-moving water. During their evolution, they have adapted perfectly to water. On land, they soon begin to sweat and are burned by the sun quite easily. Thus, they usually only leave the water in order to feed. They live in groups of up to 20 and stick to well-defined territories. The border of each territory is marked by the bulls of each group. It is mainly at night that the hippopotamus leaves the water to feed, and it has a remarkable appetite, consuming around 50 kilograms of food each day. The Chobe River is also the home of various varieties of antelope. The yellowfoot marsh antelope is unique to this area of Botswana. From August to October, the large variety of Chobe National Park's natural riches is particularly impressive. The life and habits of Africa's wildlife are closely determined by each season of the year. Up until April, long periods of rainfall flood the surrounding savanna, making it damp and fertile. It is then that the animals vacate the river areas. It's also when the observation of wildlife becomes far more difficult. But as soon as the rain stops and the dry season begins, the watering places gradually dry up and the animals return to the life-sustaining river. A number of safari lodges provide boat trips that focus on something really special. Each day, in certain sections of the national park, several herds of elephant come to the river to quench their thirst. Good reserves of water are vital for the survival of the elephant. The adult requires between 100 and 150 litres of water every day. They spray water into their mouth with their trunk that can take up to 8 litres. The elephant has a gentle nature. However, it's always best to be cautious when in the vicinity of a female and her young, and particularly the bulls. Having quenched their thirst, the first elephants walk slowly up the steep riverbank in order to make way for the next arrivals. The elephants leave the river and return to the dry savanna to search for food. The landscape close to the Chobe River is an excellent habitat for the white-tailed eagle and the African sea eagle. Unfortunately, in recent years, the numbers of these birds has declined. Their decreasing numbers are not due to their natural enemy, such as the vulture, even though they often steal the eagle's prey. But as is so often the case, it is man who is to blame for the decline of the African sea eagle. Today, few have survived in their natural environment. The banks of the Chobe River are also inhabited by a number of primeval creatures. Completely motionless, the crocodile rests in the sun throughout the day. However, it's best not to get too close. Although Botswana has become extremely popular for its safaris, fortunately, it's not a place of mass tourism. The river continuously alters its course and character. Sometimes it looks like a swamp, or becomes so wide that it takes on the appearance of a small lake. Due to its immense strength and endurance, the elephant is able to walk very long distances. The pachyderms cross the river in single file. The elephants reach the other side safe and sound. This, the largest land mammal, has almost no natural enemies. The large size of the elephant commands respect and makes it almost totally invulnerable. Just before nightfall, when much of Africa's wildlife becomes active, the sky is a colourful natural spectacle and a truly inspiring sight. The sun slowly sinks like a shining red ball of fire to the horizon, and the remarkable landscape of the Chobe River becomes even more beautiful.